Good morning, everyone. It's the Todd and Erin morning stream on GetPartDaily.com. Thanks for joining us.
This is going to be a great show, by the way. I'm so excited
Animals.
to introduce you to some stars.
We have the little ones like this.
The little tiny baby chihuahuas, they're very petite.
Oh, you gave it away.
Well, that's
All
okay.
right, fine. All right, so what happened overnight? John Huntsman Jr.
Finally elected. Yeah, I mean, he was actually
Appointed.
designated, as
Right.
ambassador to Russia. This is going to be interesting. He served as
No
the
pressure
ambassador
there.
to Singapore for George H.W. Bush, and then ambassador to China in the Obama administration.
So how many languages does he know?
He knows 4, and I think he's already working on Russian. But the guy speaks Mandarin Chinese, which is like the most difficult
Right.
language in the world, next to like the click languages from Africa. So he's going to pick this stuff up. That's not a problem.
Right.
But it's interesting. Senator Hatch was actually talking about how great this was because he said he has a lot of savvy and tact. He was trying to politely say that Huntsman could smooth a lot of stuff over, which is going to be extremely helpful in this administration.
He's going to be incredibly busy. Utah liquor laws.
Wow, we are now the most restrictive in the nation.
0.05 instead of 0.08.
I'm not sure what the difference that is in terms of drink volume, but yeah, it's now the most
I
severe.
think it's like a Red Bull.
You know, they were saying though that if everybody in the nation went down to this number, that they would save 800 lives a year.
Well, that's nice.
So it's interesting to think of that. It'd be cool to see if we bring down the fatality rates for sure.
Also, the Zion Curtain is now gone.
Now explain the Zion Curtain.
Well, everyone's seen it if you've been in a restaurant that has a bar, and that what they do, floor to ceiling or 7 feet or whatever, they built a great wall. And so when the bartenders made drinks, they would go behind the Zion Curtain and they'd mix their drinks because the sight of someone mixing a drink.
Don't
makes
look behind
kids.
the curtain. Nothing to see here.
And now we have the moat, the Zion moat, which is a 10-foot space between the bar and a dining table.
So they're just trying to re-angle. This
Right.
is the bar section. This is the dining section.
But, you know,
it's not too
I know.
intrusive. I mean,
But
that's
the wall's down, but that's how bartenders make tips, by the way.
is the show.
Is the show, the talking and doing that
The banter
and stuff.
and stuff.
So that's
It's
going to
interesting.
cost.
I did hear a rumor that one of the reasons they had to change this is because of the new Eccles Center downtown. Now, this, if
Oh,
you haven't seen it,
this
it's on
is so
Main Street
funny.
and it's heart-stopping. This beautiful building, a gigantic glass floor to ceiling, I think 3 stories high. But their trouble was that they did all these entertainment areas, and you could see this.
The stairs going up, you
And
could
it's
look down,
magnificent, yeah.
and you could see them mixing drinks
So
suddenly.
the curtain thing didn't work so well anymore. So,
So
I
they
heard
put-
that was one of the reasons.
Well, they put a roof on it, so it was the Zion wall and the Zion roof.
It's more
Yeah.
like the abatement. Okay, that makes sense.
And
I
so
guess.
now they could take that down. Yesterday,
I enjoyed International Women's Day yesterday with No More Women. If you joined me in the protest, we all left work and we did not purchase anything that day. We were trying to show economic impact of women and what they do in the workplace.
and you didn't cook dinner.
Well, I don't do that anyway,
Ever.
so that was good.
Ever.
That wasn't a problem. But it was a really inspiring thing. They had a meeting up at Capitol Hill. They had a lot of women there just kind of talking about what mattered to them, what was still important, and they were really focusing on a lot of the legislators who have not perhaps done things that were very supportive for some of the causes that women are concerned with, like
healthcare and
healthcare, birth
pay,
control,
pay,
equal
and-
pay,
yeah.
the environment, education. So it was kind of interesting to see some of their concerns and see how the lawmakers responded. Now, on the first march, which you may remember back in January, it was the biggest protest on Utah's Capitol Hill like ever. And there was not a legislator to be seen. They're like, I'm staying back. This is too intense.
They
I don't
wouldn't
want
go
to.
out.
Yeah. Representative Jim DeBackus did come out, but
Yeah.
they were kind of intimidated by it. This time it was a little more interesting. There was more movement, more interaction with a lot of the protesters,
Right.
shaking hands, asking questions, and that was really inspiring to me.
I think
Because
the mood was different.
Yeah, it wasn't as angry or as fierce. It was more like, we're not going to go away, so we'd really like you to pay attention to us and
All
see
right.
what we're doing.
It's springtime, just about. Spring weddings.
Please, God, please, God.
Spring weddings is what we're looking at, and theme weddings. Now we had a little bit of a theme wedding.
Well, no, I mean, we went in Scottish tradition, which is, our families wore our tartans, the men wore kilts.
Look at my hair.
And I know,
I'm like
Braveheart hair.
Braveheart.
It's big, beautiful
With no
Braveheart
muscles.
hair. And I wore my sister's dress because it was a Vera Wang. My mother-in-law was very unhappy with me because Miss Virginia was hoping we would do the Scottish tradition of hand fasting, which is, if you've ever seen it, you slice a small slice on each wrist, then you bind it with the tartan, and you're meant to be mixing the blood of the clans. It's a really beautiful and symbolic thing. It's just, I was like, I can't get blood on the dress. It's my sister's.
So that was the honeymoon. So we are
What's
not
wrong with
alone.
you?
We're not alone on theme weddings. Brace yourself. Okay, here we go.
It gets weirder.
The trailer. the tractor and the wedding party on a tractor.
It's decorated very nicely.
It is.
Is there a reason they're on a tractor?
And that's the bucket. And
they're all in the bucket.
Maybe he's a John Deere fan. I don't know, but
I'm really perplexed by that.
I am too.
So does it lift them up and then brings them down so the priest can say the words?
I don't know. Okay, it does get a little more strange.
Oh, goody.
Okay.
Oh, goody.
Here we go. Disney.
Oh, that's a given. I'm sorry, they're like that.
Okay, so who do you recognize? There's Fred Flintstone. There's two of him.
There's Woody from Toy Story.
Woody.
I don't know those guys in the back. There's Goofy. There's the Minnie and Mickey Mouses. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean right there in the back.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, and then they've got Beetlejuice. And then there's
How come she's not dressed up?
101 Dalmatians. Oh, she is. She's dressed as a princess. That is the yellow gown that Cinderella wears.
Oh,
See?
I had forgotten.
I know.
All right,
Isn't that
hang on
romantic?
to yourself. Here we go. Next. Shrek.
That is so awesome. I'm sorry, but that's just cool. I can't even argue. That's cool. How can you not love that? They're green.
Wouldn't it be weird if they used that for the obituary? Because I think that's...
Unfortunately, it was lead-based paint. We didn't know that.
No. Did they have a donkey, too?
But look, he's built for it. He's embracing who he is.
This is true.
I think
and
that's
all these
awesome.
people are in love, so we shouldn't really make fun of them. But
I'm not. I just think
let's
it's
continue
awesome.
doing that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Shotgun penguin.
Why is she shooting the penguin?
I don't think this really reads.
And I like the cute way they're both heads. They've got their heads together.
I'm shooting a penguin.
It's a pink gun, and I think that's the important thing here.
It's very feminine.
It's a pink shotgun, so there's a delicacy that I think we may not appreciate.
But if you have to, this is like Halloween. If you have to explain your costume, you didn't really make it work.
Why a penguin?
Do you think?
Why? Oh
Biker.
my gosh!
Biker.
All right, this is Sons of Anarchy style. I can totally see.
It's like she forgot her dress.
Look, she's wearing
The
the nice
garter.
little garter, and I think that's the important thing here. These people are clearly traditionalists. She's even got a little bit of blue there on her wrist. Now, see, that's beautiful.
And then they have a knife fight, and it's all good.
Yeah, really, that's the best part, though.
Right.
And then you have the shootout, and you drive the Harleys around.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say a word.
Okay.
But look at the two guys laughing. That's not good.
By the way, if you're listening to us today and you can't see this video, you have got to go to gephartdaily.com later on today and take a look at these people because it will make your entire day.
All right.
You have to go see this video.
Along with wedding plans, there's also vacation plans.
Then the hotels for the honeymoon.
In the hotels, and we've stayed in some nice hotels.
Well, our wedding night we spent up in a lodge up by Strawberry Reservoir because we were going to go
Dennis.
ice fishing because we're super romantic like that.
So if you look at this picture,
cool.
I've seen this picture before, and I actually priced the pipes. They're sewer pipes, by the way. And
Look how logical that is,
right?
though. That's amazing.
They get a little weirder though.
Now that's the Das Park Hotel in Austria.
Right. E.T. That's got to be E.T., right?
Right. Oh no, it's amazing. How could you not love
Phone
that?
home.
I believe that's also in Germany.
Yeah.
And that's gorgeous.
And they just keep going. They're gonna get. This is cool.
Oh, I want that.
I think this is in Spain, and basically it's an old reinforced blow ships out of the water.
That's No Man's Fort and Solent Portsmouth.
Right.
And that's amazing. Victorian era, originally built between 1867.
Here's the dog park.
Oh, it's the dog park.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
So you stay in there. You've got a view on top of the Beagle. Guess where the shower is?
I know. Okay, never mind. That's in Idaho. That's really funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
Only in Idaho. All right, here's another.
Oh, this is the Ice Hotel in
Sweden.
This is the Ice Hotel in Sweden, and I'm sure everyone's heard about this. It's been featured in the James Bond movies, and the ice bar is especially amazing because all the drinks are served in hollowed-out ice cups, and the goal is to get the booze down before the ice cup melts on you.
This is year-round, by the way.
Isn't that incredible?
This is year-round. You can stay there.
But look at it.
Not sure
just the structure of that is incredible
to me.
to me.
The coldness would help in things, but
Yeah, Ice Hotel. That's
all right,
gorgeous.
another one. They do. These are like really exotic, you know.
But that's half the
Look,
fun.
trailer trash in Texas.
That's awesome. Are you kidding? And what else? Where else would this be? And
Texas.
look, it's got the cool little teepees, and that's an Airstream. So I don't think we should disrespect that.
No,
because we're all about
it's
the
a nice
Airstream.
trailer.
That's really fun though, and
All
I
right.
could totally see that in Texas.
How's that?
Oh
That
my
is
gosh.
amazing. This is in the Alps. Can you imagine
Of course,
that?
it's in Switzerland. Isn't that exquisite? I mean, that's amazing. It's more of an art concept than a hotel. It's Noel Stern. It's originally located as a converted underground nuclear bunker, and then its latest reincarnation is a no-walled room on a mountainside.
If you yelled, it would echo.
It's cute. It says it's only bookable on a seasonal basis, because I'm guessing once it turns winter, it's more uncomfortable.
And all
than
the
you would
goats
expect.
are free.
Yeah, really.
All
That's
right.
so cool,
All right.
though.
Oh, this
yeah,
is cool.
Tokyo. This one's infamous, and this is one of the first places that they actually started this. It's the Capsule Value Kanda in Tokyo, Japan. They now have moved these to New York City. They have them as well as in London. But this is about $60 a night, and you basically miserably wedge yourself into that little spot.
You know what that is?
Heaven forbid you need to go potty.
That's a baby maker.
No. Not with people stacked on top of you
What
and to
it-
the side. No,
That's why it's
not.
a baby maker.
It's not.
This is the
What
this
is that?
Wrong. This is
What
this
is
one.
that?
Okay, so what's it? Wait.
Oh, this
wait,
is an
wait, wait,
answer.
wait. What does it look like?
It's an art concept. Okay, is that like a heart?
Keep going.
And what are the little...
Say the name of it, and it
Okay,
might help you.
This is Antwerp, Belgium, Hotel Casanos.
Spell it.
Hotel Casanos, C-A-S, capital A-N-U-S.
That is a colon. Spell it again.
C-A-S-A-N-U-S.
A-N-U-S.
Hotel Casanos.
That's marketing hell. That's what that is, right? And you tell your friends where you're staying, and you tell them, and they go, "Oh, is that like an adult theme
That's so
place?"
awesomely creepy. Oh my heck. But you know, the bright side is when you're talking about the colon, you got about 40 feet to move through. So there's a lot of room. I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay, I'm breathing deeply because
All
now
right.
we have to go to Daisy in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She's brought to you by Robert J. DeBry. Robert J. DeBry has offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and down in St. George. If you'd like more information about what they can do for you, just go to robertdebry.com. Also brought to you by Brent Brown Toyota, serving all of Utah County. They will bend over backwards for you. It's brentbrowntoyota.com. My beloved and oh so adorable Daisy, what's going on today in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom?
Thanks, Todd and Erin. I'm still trying to figure out the shotgun penguin wedding. Just went straight over my head. Here's what's making news this Thursday morning on GephardtDaily.com. Police in Taylorsville are trying to determine the cause of a deadly auto-pedestrian accident near 5400 South and 3400 West early Thursday morning. Officers were called to the accident site around 2 a.m. When they arrived, they found a gravely injured man lying in the eastbound lane of 5400 South. Police attempted CPR, but the victim, identified only as a 41-year-old male, died at the scene. Police say there is no crosswalk in the immediate area, which they described as dimly lit. Why the victim was crossing the road at that location was a mystery. The driver of the Toyota pickup, which hit the pedestrian, remained on scene and was described as cooperative. And the state of Utah now has the toughest DUI law in the country, thanks to the state legislature. Anyone driving with more than a 0.05 blood alcohol level will be busted for drunk driving. The previous acceptable level was 0.8%. The National Transportation Safety Board has long championed the lower level, which is consistent with Canada and most European countries. It's estimated a national 0.5 standard would save 800 lives per year. And former Utah Governor John Huntsman Jr. will soon be on his way to Moscow. The former Utah governor has accepted an offer by Donald Trump to become the new U.S. ambassador to Russia. This will be Huntsman's third gig as a U.S. ambassador. In the early 90s, he was ambassador to Malaysia under Bush 41, and in 2009, he accepted the job as U.S. ambassador to China for the Obama administration. And now a quick look at the weather along the Wasatch Front. Thursday morning's temperatures is 41 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Temps expected to hit the mid-60s today and close to 70s by the middle of next week. Release the pigeon, spring is just about here. For more local news, go to GephardtDaily.com 24/7 and don't forget to download the Gephardt Daily app. Todd and Erin, back to you.
Thank you, Daisy. You know, nothing but cakes is one of the most glorious experiences that you can have, because once you taste the rich thick cream cheese frosting. It's one of those things that is always there for you at Nothing Bundt Cakes. You always know it's going to taste delicious. You always know the red velvet cake is going to be amazing, or the white chocolate raspberry, or the chocolate chip, or the pecan praline, or the cinnamon swirl, or whatever new flavor they have every month. Or perhaps you're just going to get the little buntinis, which are 2-bite cupcakes with a big dollop of cream cheese frosting. No matter what, when you go into 10389 South State Street in Sandy to the Nothing Bundt Cakes, April is going to take such good care of you. When you're going to go home with something luscious that you can use as a hostess gift, or any kind of suck up to like maybe clients or whatever. And the nice thing is, April even delivers up and down the Wasatch Front. So 10389 South State Street in Sandy, it's Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Now, we're always trying to improve our parenting skills.
Well, it was funny. We had a friend of ours.
It hasn't worked.
No, not really, no. But a gamer friend of ours who's like a total gamer dad, has already taught his kids how to do everything by the age of 2 months, contacted us yesterday and said, I'm a little unhappy because you did the parenting life hacks, but these were not relatable to me as a gamer father.
You know, the one that lives in the basement.
Yeah, so I said, fine, Phil, you do it then first. And so he came up with the Gamer Dad life hacks.
All
So
right.
they are before you. Number
All right.
one, perhaps you want to finish your frosty beverage and just still spend some time with the kids.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
basically you tie a rope up to the swing.
That's brilliant.
Every now and then you give it a yank.
Yank.
The kids are swinging.
They're
Everybody's happy. It's really good.
That's brilliant.
Todd actually did something very similar where he tied a towel to the doorknob and he just pushed McLean and Zach back and forth in the towel. It's like they thought they were at Disneyland. It was
And being
good.
loved.
Now there's number two. I just give them controllers that are not hooked up and we can play like this for hours.
Oh,
He will pile
funny.
his kids on top of his lap.
Oh,
And
that is so
They have
mean.
no idea that they're not hooked up and he's just moving along having a great time. And they think they're
Kicking butt.
yeah, right
That's
in the
what
game,
it
man.
is.
I just love the little juice box in the forefront. That's so endearing. Okay, now let's say that maybe you need 2 hands for the Pokemon Go game, and
Right,
the
right.
kid is insisting
Right.
on not going to sleep. I mean, number one, excuse me, kid, really? So instead,
Usually just hold the kid.
yeah,
or
well, you need both hands. You don't
Right.
have time
Oh,
for
that's
that
true.
nonsense.
That's true.
So basically, you can fill a glove with beans or rice.
Oh, no.
And then just slip it into
Oh.
the patting routine as the kid's dozing off. And then you just lay the glove either on the belly or the back, whichever way the kid's going, and they feel like you're still there.
This is like when they find out the Easter Bunny is fictional, and they're going to find that out someday, and they're going to feel so cheated and lied to.
Never. They'll just need that. They'll just crave that little hand for the rest of their lives. Now, the one that I love the most, because tummy time actually changed between our twins, who are 16, and our Zoe, who is 6. And so the first time the pediatrician was telling me they have to have tummy time, and I'm like, I didn't read about this. I didn't know about tummy time. But you have to do that every day to build neck strength and body. And so what this gamer dad has found out that is if you just zip the kid up belly down on his stomach,
Right.
the kid can keep working on tummy time, but that doesn't really interrupt his important gaming time. So, thank you.
Till pooping time
We
comes.
think that's beautiful, and thank you very much for all the suggestions, Phil.
You bad
You're
father.
a super dad. Really
Super bad.
Okay, I have been waiting all morning for this moment.
Do you know that
All morning.
off camera, there is 6 sleeping puppies.
Delicious puppies, and they're
Behaving.
so perfect. And we also have an angel in the studio named Shauna. Now, Shauna fosters puppies for the Utah Humane Society, and she visits elders in different senior living centers. And the combination of these two things is so beautiful that we had to show you.
All right.
Let's
Take
roll
one.
it.
Even if you don't like animals, everybody's got relatives, a mom or a dad or somebody that at some point could end up in a place where they're going to need this. Alex, until you are in need of this, meaning assisted living or skilled nursing, you don't realize how traumatic it can be. Hi, guys.
Just about every Thursday,
Oh, he might lick your face, though.
Shauna Osler brings a ray of sunshine
Here's some treats for you to give to the dogs, okay?
in the form of foster pets to the Pacifica Senior Living Center in Mill Creek, where her mother lives.
A lot of these residents don't have people that visit them often. He likes you, huh?
Shauna says the pets fill a void that's often left as people reach the end of life.
For a while, they're not lonely. They have something to hold because a lot of them have just recently lost husbands or wives that they've been married to for 50, 60, 70 years.
After fostering animals from the Utah Humane Society, Shauna says she just started bringing them to the nursing home.
It just didn't occur to me that I would need to ask permission. It was like, I just did it, you know.
And she got glowing results.
Someone will come in and you see their face light up the first time they realize there's an entire litter of puppies in the corner.
Although she had some stiff competition.
We did bingo and the puppies in the background. I said, Shauna, you're not gonna trump bingo. She did, and she was proud of that too.
Residents say
Doesn't he have beautiful eyes?
Shauna and her pets bring much needed contrast to the sometimes mundane schedule.
It was something different besides exercising and game playing and things. It was just something nice.
I could do this for hours and hours and never stop.
With a few accidents along the way.
It's organized chaos, but it is chaos.
Shauna says she feels like she's found her true calling.
This is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Warming hearts,
Here, I'm gonna let you hold him and that way you can feed him.
one cold nose at a time.
I can't find the words for how happy it makes me to be able to do something that means so much to someone else.
All right, so we are puppified. We are puppified. Shauna is here. Hi, Shauna.
Hi.
I honestly don't know how you've managed this, and I mean, this is like being a mother of quadruplets times quadruplets. But
Yeah, but you know what I always say is like, you know, I don't have kids, but I can handle litters of puppies. And the difference is you cannot legally put your kid in a crate and leave the house.
yeah, they hate
So-
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Really?
they frown on that.
Erin?
All right, we're gonna talk to the folks. We're gonna talk to her about the folks at the Pacifica Senior Living Center in Mill Creek, which is where her mom is, and a little bit about how all of this started and how you can help Shauna. Coming up right now. Coming up next.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com.
Good morning. It's the Todd and Erin morning stream on GetPartDaily.com. At this point, we could just sit here and let you look because these are the cutest puppies. Shauna is here. Shauna, how are you?
I'm fabulous. Thank you for
First-
having me.
First of all, let me ask you, are you the crazy Chihuahua lady?
No, I'm just the crazy dog lady.
And are you keeping these dogs? These dogs aren't yours.
No, I volunteer with the Humane Society. I kind of specialize in litters of puppies or kittens with or without a mama. And so once they're old enough and healthy enough, they go back to the Humane Society for adoption.
Now, we've done this with our daughter Zoe, but we've mainly had the kitties, for which I'm
Right,
grateful.
right.
But the fostering program, the Humane Society, always needs people, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So what are the qualifications besides being awesome?
No, you just really just need to be willing to do it. It's fabulous. You know, I don't know that there's a lot of
Not a lot of qualifications other
No,
than patience
just-
and
right.
cleaning up poop. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things our daughter did, and this is what's really cool, is the cats who came were kind of feral. I mean, they were kind of, "Ugh," and they'd run away. And our daughter is relentless at the age of 6.
She
and
loves them in a way that you don't want to know.
against their will.
They're pleading faces over her shoulder. I'm like, I'm not getting involved. You're
And
sure.
but that's what they need.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
by the
that's what
time they went
need.
back, they were like the first adopted because these feral cats became cats that come up and sit in your lap and look for some loving.
Right.
Now, the combination of how this came to be, though, with the seniors, because for me, this is like an era that I have a hard time with, because these are our moms and dads who have fought wars and they've
Right.
raised children and they've served the community, and very often they're left in a care center
They're
where
so amazing.
they're lonely, or
Yeah.
they don't get stimulation, or maybe their families don't come enough. And
Right.
you've changed this so much.
And it was a total accident. Like last year, my mom fell, broke the half her body on the way down, and ended up in a skilled nursing trying to rehab everything. And so I had at the time a couple of Chihuahuas, and I started going in with just one. And I started to notice the residents started gathering at the nurse's station, waiting for me to show up every morning. And it just kind of went from that into I started bringing entire litters. And my thought at the time was that it would be really good socialization for the puppies. You know, like
Oh,
you were
smart.
talking about
Yeah.
your daughter.
Right.
Like, you know, if they can tolerate this environment, there's nothing they won't be able to handle. And I just didn't realize what it would mean to the residents, to the people that live there, and it's just been amazing. And so once she left there and went over to Pacifica Senior Living for, because she didn't need the rehab anymore, but I
She needs
still need
skilled
help.
care, yeah.
Right. And so I chose Pacifica, and they've been fabulous. And I started talking to them. I'm like, I really would like to bring the puppies in, and they didn't quite understand what it was going to
What
be
it
like
does,
or
yeah.
how much it would mean. And now I'm there every Thursday.
I was cracking up when the activities director was saying, well, Shauna, you're not going to be as popular as Bingo.
Yeah,
But you'll be
right?
up there. And now everyone's like in the room and waiting for you. And I love the fact that they care so much about their people that they want to make sure they're happy.
Happy now.
There was a couple, even while we were there, that there was one lady I know that you had been trying to get her into that room for like 3 months.
Oh my gosh,
'Cause
yeah.
she'd been very withdrawn. And very
Right,
sad.
right. Yeah, they do. They tend to they'll get depressed, or they'll just hibernate, or especially like there's one, he's new and just doesn't come out of his room. Had
I
not
hate
come out of
seeing
his
that.
room until I was there with the puppies, and that was like the first time he had ventured into one of the actual activities, and they were so happy. And that happens a lot. Like somebody will lose a husband or a wife, and
can imagine.
and so just having the comfort of
Oh,
this.
don't act like you don't do this all the time. Keep talking.
Oh, I do, totally.
But yeah, that unconditional love
Yeah.
but you're right. Watching, I wish you could have seen this, Todd, because you see these folks and they've got their little, frail hands, and she puts a puppy in their lap,
Right.
and they're doing the soft pats, and the puppies just go to lay their head across their chest and go to sleep. But it's like watching them come alive again.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's
some of them
so
were so
sweet.
withdrawn.
So I want to talk a little bit more because people are probably interested in, well, how can I foster? And one of the great things is we have a dog, very well behaved, and I don't want cats, forgive me. But this is a chance for you to have animals for like 2 weeks, right?
It depends on the need of the animal,
Right.
but you can, like when you go fill out your application to become a foster, you can choose what you're comfortable with.
They have rabbits.
Yes.
They have weasels.
Ferrets,
Ferrets.
The ferrets were awesome.
What else do they have? Cats, dogs,
guinea pigs.
guinea pigs.
I've seen chinchillas, hedgehogs.
They have a pony right now. Apparently, there's been a lot of interest.
No.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
I know, totally.
I so need a pony.
But here's the combination that I love. The fact that you have done this now long enough and you've seen the difference, and I love the fact you know every single resident's name and you kind of know which ones might be their favorite. I mean, you're into it. You've got it down.
Yeah.
But you had this vision that maybe this could be more, and so you
Right.
started a foundation.
I did. I just started the Cold Nose Foundation, and my goal is to be able to take the puppies to a different, or kitties,
You can have
depending
another
on.
one if
Sure.
you want.
Okay. Hi.
Nice,
to
Todd.
take the puppies to
Take the
a different
growling one.
facility every day. That's the one on the bottom. She's a grumpy
Oh, she's
butt.
fine then. Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah. So I have a fundraiser.
you're gonna have to take the
This
grumpy
one?
back.
Is this the growler?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
She's like, dang
Okay.
it.
Over here.
Okay. I have a fundraiser on GoFundMe. It's GoFundMe/Cold Nose. And basically, the money goes towards helping me be able to take care of more animals. I want to be able to get more people involved, other foster homes, to just have literally like a troop of people and animals going to different facilities every day.
But it requires a lot of money for food, for organization, for logistics. But
Yeah.
if you think about the fact that what you did at the Pacifica Senior Center could be at every senior living center or
It'd be so
rehab center
amazing.
in the state,
Absolutely.
and the change in these
Yeah.
people, and they deserve it. They deserve that stimulation and that sense of
Right, because
love.
most of them had, pets. I've had pets my whole life, and they get to a point where they're not actually just capable of taking care of one on a full. So this just means the world to them, And long term, I want to actually be able to build a facility where we can foster way more than what I'm already doing, because there are still so many that are being euthanized. Litters of puppies being euthanized.
and kitties too. Yeah.
Kitties.
All right,
yeah.
so
Really-
GoFundMe. What is it called?
GoFundMe.com/coldnose.
Okay, before we close on this, I just want to ask you, what is the most powerful memory you have of someone who transformed? Because I just being there made me cry.
I think probably his name was Jerry. He was at my mom's first place, and he wouldn't talk. He didn't talk to me. He'd just sit there in a corner and kind of scowl at me when I was handing out puppies. And so finally, one day I looked at him, I'm like, Jerry, do you want to hold a puppy? And he goes, and I'm like, okay.
You're
so,
getting him. You're getting him.
So I take
Reeling
over
him
this
in.
little tiny Chihuahua. I mean, like tiny, like niblet tiny. I take him over and I hand him the puppy, and he started crying. I mean, just sobbing and like tears. And he's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And he's sitting there in his wheelchair saying, thank you, over and over and bawling. And I'm like, and then I start crying. But that opened him up. After that, he would like talk to me. He started sneaking the dog down the hallway to his room.
Nice.
He'd
abduct
like
the dog.
slowly wheel and look back at me. A little
going,
farther,
yeah, right.
and I would find him, like 30 minutes later in his room, hanging out, like watching old spaghetti westerns with the little puppy curled up in his lap in his wheelchair.
All right, so if you want to get involved in this,
was.
the Humane Society has the fostering program, and this is just a great way. All you have to do is call them.
And don't
Go
forget,
down and talk to them.
you can also go to GoFundMe, and it's GoFundMe/Cold Nose for the Cold Nose Foundation. If you can donate, I think the combination of your grandma and grandpa and these puppies is like the most beautiful thing I can imagine.
All right, so Shauna, we usually end the show. I don't know how we're going to top this, but we usually end the show with just something really weird. And so we are now going to show a video I saw yesterday on this. Yeah, so let's just take a look. It's a helicopter. Seems something weird on
Wait,
there?
that doesn't make any sense. Why are the rotors not going?
Hey, Richard, come on in here for a second. He's one of our tech dudes. Cameraman,
Richard's
producer,
our cameraman.
editing.
Richard, can you hear us?
Richard, come in here. Okay. Come over here.
Explain this, dude.
What's happening here? What with the camera and the blades? What? Can we see it again?
There we
it is.
go.
What's going on there?
Take the camera, man.
Nothing? You got nothing?
What?
Okay,
Yeah,
get
why
out
is
of here.
it-
Get out. All right.
Okay, that was
Paul is
helpful.
counselor. So basically, it's has to do with the shutter speed, feet per second. I don't know, but that's why it's matching the rotor, and so that's why it's.
So
not
the
turning.
shutter speed of the camera was
Something
matching
like that.
the turn
Yeah,
of the rotor,
something
and that's what
like
makes
that.
it look like it was actually going up without
Freaky.
actually moving.
Either that, it's a new secret weapon.
That's the freakiest thing
Isn't
ever.
that
That's
weird?
amazing.
That is the strangest.
And who even comes up with, you know what I should do? I should match my camera shutter speed to a hell. I mean, how would you even think
there
of
you
that?
go. Hope you enjoyed the show. You can always check it out at.
This is so easy. Day or night, we are always there, and you can catch Shauna again, or if you missed any of this or you want more information, GephartDaily.com. GephartDaily.com.
All our shows are there.
We're like Netflix. We never go away.
We're
You
like
can
annoying.
Find us anytime.
Yeah. All right, you guys have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow morning.